Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Doncaster Racecourse here on Thursday. It is the 12th of September 2024. Gonna look at the stakes races here on day one of the State Ledger meeting, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean it around the world. Let's look at the stakes action, the 3rd and 4th, the 3 o'clock to 3:35, the 3 o'clock, the third race from Doncaster. It is the Group 2 Mayhill Stakes. It's a Group 2 event for Class 1 horses going for a $152,500 purse, race for true fillies only. Field of 10 horses contesting 1,600 meters or a mile on the turf course. My top selection, I'm going to go with the 3-horse Desert Flower. We're going to go 3, 6, 7 in the Tricast trifecta. 3, 6, 7 Tricast trifecta. Top selection, 3-horse Desert Flower. This trio filly by Night of Thunder, Godolphin Doan, Charlie Appleby trains, William Buick gets to mount. The most recent appearance for this horse came 3rd of August at Newmarket. 7 furlongs on the July course in a Class 4 fillies novice race was a success by a lot. Winning by 6 1/4 lengths that day, basically broke on top, which the horse didn't do in the first outing, but basically on the front end, he quickened up nicely. Nobody was stopping this horse. It was very overbet at 25 cents of the dollar, but it showed like a 25 cents of the dollar horse should run. That was impressive. Coming here to first-time stakes quality horses to this trip of a mile, I think this horse could really improve and get the job done. On debut, ran terrifically 13th of July in Newmarket. 1 mile, 7 furlongs in a Class 3 fillies novice race, winning by 3.5 lengths that day. Didn't break so clearly, which probably cost his horse, more going late. But, sat back early. She slowly moved his way into it. She got up the hill well, and she got the job done, beating Home Flight, who's actually running back in this one today for the Ocean Murphy group and Ollie Sangster group. But this horse just destroyed the group of horses there. Coming here, drawn well on the inside, should definitely get the trip. I think this horse is sitting on a good run. I'm going to use her on the ticket. Her first 2 races have been impressive. The 6-horse Flight, I think, is just second likeliest winner for Ollie Sangster and Ocean Murphy. Most recently ran in a Class 2 fillies maiden race at Sandown over the 7, where she won by 4 lengths that day. Took her a little bit of time to break the main, but she finally did that day from an all-out tracking trip. She basically won in odds that day, in hand at 83 cents of the dollar. That was impressive. She wasn't catching Desert Flowers before that in a fillies main race at Newmarket over the 7, the same race Desert Flower won, was an Equistar winner. She was with him early on, but she got caught late. What can you do? And then she just kind of got caught by the closures at Newbury and debut going 7 in June, and in a novice race where she finished second by 4 lengths. William Buick actually rode her that day. She just couldn't get there late, but keep up late. But she ran her heart out. Coming here, she has a good poster. She'll be forwardly paced. I'll give her a shot on the ticket. I think this is a very good race here with some good quality, so I think you go a few ways in this one. But to recap my selections now for the 3 o'clock from Doncaster, it's the Group 2 Mayhill Stakes. Going to take the 3-horse Desert Flowers as top selection. Give kudos to the 6-horse Flight. 3, 6, 7 Tricast trifecta. Use them both in the multi-race quad pot that begins with this race. Let's get to the 4th race now, the 3:35, which is featured on the program. It is the Park Hill Stakes. It's fillies listed stakes for Class 1 horses, going for a purse of $190,500. Races for 3-year-olds and upwards. Fillies mares only. 10 horses are contesting the St. Ledger trip of ground here of 2,900 meters, or mile 13/16 on the turf course. I'm going to take the 2-horse Maestro Stars top selection. 238 for me in the Tricast trifecta. 238 Tricast trifecta. Top selection 2-horse Maestro Star. 4-foot by Frankel here. Huey Morrison trains. William Buick picks up the mount on this one. William rode this horse most recently in the Group 1 Yorkshire Oaks at York. 1.5 on the 22nd of August, and he finished 4th by 5 1/4 lengths that day. And she sat back early. She moved a little bit late. I think off of that run, if you just go off of it, she wants the extra 2.5 furlongs that she's going to get today. She looks like a stayer. She's coming to a staying trip here, getting Buick back on. I have to overcome a wide poster, but I think this horse could, finally get a trip to win. Also getting some slight class relief from her previous race, that Group 1 Yorkshire Oaks. That was a very tough race. She ran the Aphrodite Stakes, a listed race at Newmarket prior to that in July over the mile and a half, where she won by 3.5 lengths that day. And again, she sat back early, slowly moves her way into the race, and then she got the job done 5-1. That was a very good run for her that day. And then the Lester Piggott Stakes, the Group 3 Lester Piggott Stakes at Haydock on the 8th of June. She finished third by 3.5 lengths that day, and she just kind of yielded. She never really got into it. She was just all out, not doing anything there. And then in a listed race at Air over the mile quarter back in May, she finished fifth by 2 lengths off the bench. She needed the race. She just didn't show a lot that day. Her form last year wasn't bad at all. She won a very nice race at Salisbury in a handicap last August. Came back to run in the Prix de Tourelles at Saint Cloud over the mile and a half against the boys, where she finished second by 1/4 length. She just missed late, but she got around the race course well from a tracking trip. Refreshing here off some decent runs. I think she's been crying out for a staying trip. I'm going to give her a shot at 9-2. I think the 3-horse Night Sparkle for Ocean Murphy and Andrew Balding can win also. Hasn't won since last August, where she won that Class 3 handicap quite nicely in the front end. But since then, she's been running against some tough horses over the staying trip. She started the season off in the Braun Cup, where she finished second by 3/4 length. I thought she was just a little bit too wide that day, and she just couldn't quicken up late. She got kind of overtaken by the winner, who was the next start winner. Prior to that, in the Lester Piggott, she got overtaken, hitting the wall on the front end. Another next start winner for that winner there. And then against the boys in the Esher Cup, Esher Stakes at Sandown Slate Ledger weekend, she finished second by 2 lengths. Again, just got beat by a decent horse there. I thought her Lily Langtree race wasn't bad at all. And then the Lonsdale Cup against the boys, I thought she stayed the trip well. I think getting a little extra trip, a little less trip here. Her last race, I liked how she stalked around the race course. If she could do that today, she could win. I would use her on the ticket also at 3-1 in the quad pot here. But to recount my selection for the 335, the featured 4th race from Doncaster, it's the Group 2 Park Hill Stakes. Going to take the 2-horse Maestro Star, give kudos to the 3-horse Night Sparkle, 238 TriCast Trifecta, use them both in the multi-race. With that being said, good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.